everybody. This is Tammy Denton from True Service Community Federal Credit Union. I'm the operations manager, and I'm coming to you live again on our True Talk Live episode. It is our final episode in a process and a season of our True Start program and building credit, setting financial goals, and that on that subject. Today specifically, we're going to just do a quick overview of some options on how to set financial goals and how to achieve them, and then kind of just recap some of the things that we've gone over the last month and a half with the True Start program. And if you'll just give us a second, we'll get logged in on the Wellness 360 program, and we will move forward with a visual. All right, so here we are. We've already gotten logged into the Wellness 360 program, and we're in the Finance 101, defining your financial goals, achieve financial success by setting goals. So first off, you can go through the Wellness 360 program. It has so much information on how to help you set goals, include your family, include your kids if you're single parents, include your parents, even if you're helping them set goals for retirement or healthcare issues, any of those things. I'd like to go over just a few things that you can just make notes on. You can go all over the internet and kind of Google stuff about setting financial goals, but when you are a True Start or a secured checking member with True Service, you have this right at your fingertips through the Wellness 360 program. So we've gone to our homepage in Finance 101, and it's just going to, walk through this, can tell you that studies have shown that people clearly define their goals, whether it's losing weight or gaining a new position at work. You have more success when you set goals instead of just winging it. So I would say if you ever feel like you're trying so hard to make progress with your money, or you feel like you never have much to show for all of your efforts, then what you probably really need to do, even though you think you have goals set, is quit flying by the seat of your pants and actually set those plans in black and white for yourself. The first step that I would always suggest to somebody is to go ahead, get a pen and paper, pencil and paper, even if it's on your phone, on your notepad. Make yourself sit down with your spouse or your partner, or just by yourself, and write it down. Put it down in something substantial that you're going to be able to look at. A lot of people these days and over the last few years have been using dream boards and goal boards, that kind of thing. So it's no different. When you put something down on paper, it usually makes your goals stick with you. You have it written down. You understand that this is what you're set out to achieve. You make that commitment by putting it down, on a hard copy. It helps you to stick with it. Put it in front of you every day, even if it's like when you're on a diet and you put something on the refrigerator, stay away from this, don't do that, how much calories something has. Do that same scenario for yourself when you're setting financial goals. Write them down and keep them ever present. You don't want to beat yourself over the head with it, but it's not bad to have a reminder every time you want to pull into Starbucks. I know, at least for myself, on a $6 drink, when you can go home and make coffee, or find a cheaper version for yourself. Just make yourself write them down and stick to it. The second step, I would say, would be make them specific. don't make yourself generic promises like I'm going to be better at money, or I'm not necessarily going to buy that this time. I'll get it next time. Because if you don't write it down, if you don't be specific, then and pinpoint what your goal is, right down to the penny, then you're probably not serious about it, number one, and you're not going to find any success in that. So once you make that commitment, narrow it down all the way to the penny. Like, I'm going to tackle my debt. Make this an area and be strategic about it. You can make a list of all of your debt or the things that you want to tackle first. Do it in baby steps. My Visa card, my Discover card. Look at the interest that you're paying on them, and make yourself a plan. It's May. By December 31st, my goal is to have paid off my Visa card before I make another purchase on it. Be specific and tackle that debt very strategically. So the third step would be make them measurable. Now that you know exactly what you want, you're going to tackle your debt. Okay, so by December 31st, I've decided I want to save for a new car or a used car. You have your vehicle, you want to upgrade, whether it's new or used. Set aside an amount that you want to save every month or every paycheck, and give yourself a deadline for it. Make it measurable. If you go ahead and get your budget set and you look at what you have debt-wise and you decide the amount that you want to work towards to help with the down payment. Maybe it's not a down payment. Maybe it's just, hey, I know I'm going to have to pay sales tax for this vehicle. So I'm going to decide that I want to save $2,000 or $10,000, if you are really frugal. But make it measurable. Do it in increments. This month I'm saving this much. Next month I should have this much. And set yourself a deadline out there, even if it's just a first deadline. On the fourth step, I would say give yourself, I just talked about that, give yourself that deadline as you're making it measurable, so that I'm giving myself till X day to save money for, a video game. If you're a kid or if you're working with your kids, this is always a great option to help get some financial literacy in your family going, getting your kids to learn as you go through the process too of setting your own budget, showing them how important it is to be specific, write things down, make it a measurable option for you, and give yourself that deadline. And then always make the goals that you're looking towards your own. You definitely do not want to set a goal of, oh, my best friend, she just got a brand new car. It costs $50,000. That's what I really want. And so don't look to other people's success to set your own personal financial goals, because you can set short-term, long-term goals. You need to know how to accomplish those for yourself. If competition or, trying to keep up with the Joneses is your only motivation, then you will not succeed whatsoever. And then I would say always, as you are looking to achieve some financial goals and get those goals set, you're going to learn along the way. So take what you're learning and build on that. Here on the Wellness 360 program, there's such a wealth of information. We'll just take this little quiz. How much money do you need for a down payment on a traditional mortgage? So you've got an answer of at least $20,000, 5% of the amortization of the loan, whatever you can get in a payday loan, or 20% of your purchase price. Reveal the answer? Yes. Traditionally, 20% of the purchase price is what you need to be looking at when you set your goal for the house purchase. Set an amount talk to a counselor if you need to. Talk to a loan officer ahead of time. They're always, their primary goal is to get you into something that's manageable. So they'll give you an opportunity to go over your finances with them and work with them on setting a budget that you need if, purchasing a house is one of your financial goals for yourself. How long should it take to accomplish a short-term financial goal? If you make sure that you can create a budget, stick to that budget, and be realistic with your goals. Include your whole family, like I was saying earlier. This will bring you together closer. You will all understand, especially for the younger members of your family, the kids who have never set a financial goal before, who don't even understand that because they come to you and everything's taken care of. Kids will really benefit if you pull them into the process of how to money manage. When you include them in the goal writing, there's a direct impact to them as they're growing up. They understand the lifestyle changes that are being made and developed as the process goes through. When you create those realistic goals, then, like it says here, let's not aim for a Porsche if you can't realistically afford that type of car. Those are goals that you work towards and you elevate yourself to as you have changes in jobs and so forth. You want to be manageable and realistic when you plan and set your goals, and include your kids and your family. Let them know that this is going to be an ongoing process, that you've set short-term goals and you're going to set long-term goals that they're going to be involved with along the way. Once you decide that you set your first set of goals, do a written plan, make it more effective. Record each goal in your financial goal action plan worksheet. It sounds crazy to write this down and try to keep track of it that way, but when you can flip open a notebook or pull up a spreadsheet on your computer or your phone and look at these short-term goals that you're achieving, in 1 year or less, then you might add in another goal that's more of a midterm goal. It takes 2 to 5 years. That could technically be a car, could be your first house, that sort of thing. On the Wellness 360 program, you can download your own financial goal action plan here. It's a worksheet. We'll go ahead and open that up real quick. It's just super simple, something that you can print off. We make that accessible to you. Print 50 of these off and set short-term, mid-term, long-term. Have your kids do the same thing. It may be something as simple as, a video game or a kitty cat, if that's what they're wanting. Make sure they set aside money to have that pet that they're wanting. Get everybody involved, because the more people, the more they understand what you're going through, the better you're raising your kids to be more financially fit and forward. So take advantage of all of the options that you have with the Wellness 360 program, because there is, like I said, a wealth of information. If you bring all your goals into focus and you keep everything tracked and measured, then your objectives, if you'll just remember this, to be smart about your objectives: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. That doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life, but what it does mean is that if you set these goals and you are smart about it, then you're probably going to have more enjoyment out of life, because once you get all of these goals taken care of as you work through them, just look at how proud you're going to be of yourself. And, it's measurable. So it's not only just a sense of accomplishment. You can see the fruits of your labor. And you also see your kids, grandkids, they're watching you handle your finance to the best of your ability. It helps them learn how to set budgets, how to set small goals, how to work up to larger goals. You can accomplish a great deal for yourself in a short amount of time. At least, at the very least, setting those short-term goals will help you work towards your mid and your long-term goals. It might be goals that you never even realized that you wanted to accomplish, honestly. Before we go ahead and finish out today, I would just like to point out that April has been the Youth Savings Month, and on our Wellness 360 program, there are interactive courses here, Finance for Teens. It's never too early to start kids looking at things, so these are teens and preteens. There's course content on here, things that, make it a little more fun to help with teaching the children in your household. Under coaching, there's interactive games. Under the interactive, there's coffee break finance as well. And in the resource over here, you have course progress. There's coffee break finance. There's lots of breakdowns and opportunities and resources with financial videos, financial calculators, games and activities, which is a perfect way to get your kids to learn finances and how to save and spend in a smart way. Over the last couple of months, we've gone in great detail over the Wellness 360 program, for the True Start program, and the options that you have to build, save, and earn. And I would highly recommend, if you have any questions, even about the website or the programs that we have to offer all of our members, if you have an opportunity where you want to learn more in person, or you have a group, say a small group of family and friends that you want to set goals and just learn more about that, and you're a member with us, just reach out to us. We love, love, love to be able to educate and help our members. We're always open to do events, come to your church and do, small on-site visits. So just make sure that you take complete advantage of your credit union, because we are here because of you. And I'd just like to thank all of you for tuning in every other week, and let you know that starting next month, we're going to highlight all of our new products and services that are coming on board with the community development aspect of True Service. And you'll be hearing a lot about the business packages and our small business loans and microloans from our new business director. And thank you so much.